welcome to our Take 5 Special Daughter Edition.
Let's just draw the snowman first.
You can draw a snowman if you want to draw a snowman. So for this edition of our Take 5, I've decided to include my daughters. Sophia is 8 and Isabel is 6. Say hi, ladies.
Hi. Hi.
And our first prompt is watercolor. So we are all hanging out on Mommy's desk. And Isabel has chosen to do her Take 5 as a snowman.
I like it.
Our next prompt is
Stamping!
Stamping is one of my favorites. Unfortunately, I broke my acrylic block, so we had to improvise with the top of my StazOn, which is my favorite ink pad to use. Girls, what do you think? Is stamping easy or hard?
Easy. Hard.
Well, Mommy was there to help anyways. There we go.
There we go. Nice.
If this is your first time joining us for a Take 5, Take 5 is a mixed media challenge that 12 of us ladies do. We are all over the world and we do the same 5 prompts in our own individual styles.
I made a snowman.
And speaking of styles, Isabel, what made you want to do a snowman?
Because it's cute and really silly. It'll be much cooler if you do it this way.
If you've been following my Take 5s, you know that I never start this with a plan.
You start my
Yeah, it's recording. Sophia, did you have a good idea of what you were going to do?
Yes, I did.
But you want to get your paper wet first.
Yeah, that's what my art teacher
Remember, the lighter colors are in the middle, and the darker colors are all around.
Okay, so the next prompt is galaxy. Ooh, fancy.
And you decided to do a rainbow galaxy, right?
Yes, I did, because it's more beautiful. So I added the same colors of the rainbow, but instead of doing it in rainbow order, I did it in a different order. So the lighter colors go inside and the dark colors go on the outside.
And Isabel, you decided to do your galaxy around the snowman?
Yes.
Guys, you watch Mommy do a lot of these Take 5s. And how did you guys feel about having to do this project?
Excited, happy, and kind of nervous because we never done it before.
What about you, Isabel?
I like Mama's offense and I like Mama's stickers.
In case you're wondering, or in case you are calling me a brave mom for letting my kids be on my desk and doing these art projects, my kids have actually been doing art projects for a really long time, and we enjoy going to craft stores and doing art projects there. This is the first time, however, that we are sharing my desk, and you may have noticed that I forgot to cover the surface. But luckily, we were all pretty neat, right, guys?
Yes, we were.
As a mom of creatives, I also like to keep their materials separate from mine. I buy them lower grade type materials. You'll see that they both have their own watercolor palettes so that they don't have to use mine and so that they can practice and sharpen those skills. Do you guys like all of your materials in your own desk?
Yes, we do, but we like hanging with our mom most.
Aww. What about you, Isabel? What is your favorite thing about art?
Well, I like drawing, painting, markers,
And washi tape.
washi tape, and stickers.
This is actually my second time painting galaxies. I love seeing them in other people's art journals, and I've been actually seeing them a lot, but I don't have an awesome technique. I came up with this, flipping the journal over and letting it run a little bit. I kind of like that idea, and we were just experimenting to see what worked. Guys, did you enjoy this spilling the paint around or pushing it around like this?
Yes, we did enjoy it because it's a very fun task. Since I heard Mom say that this was happening, I was so excited that it'll happen. How about you, Isabel? Looks nice though.
Thank you.
Looks like the sky is coming out. A raindrop is coming out.
Like the galaxy is exploding out of the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Per usual, I am in my Dilutions mixed media journal, and I'm using mostly Jane Davenport watercolors. I did not prep this page first. I also have a couple of gold paints that are kind of off screen. The girls are using just some cardstock paper that I had laying around, and they're using 2 different kinds of watercolors. I think Sophia is using Crayola, and Isabel may be using like a koi.
Remember, no galaxy is perfect. This is our first video. I've never been so excited. You'll be inspired how you do it. Some people fail, some people try again, and they succeed. Mistakes, you learn from your mistakes.
Like I said, I didn't actually think about how I would create my galaxies. I just thought that I would probably use the entire page as an entire galaxy. It was actually looking through my stamps that I came up with this different galaxies in jars, kind of pulling out of it, and I just kind of go with whatever inspires me at the moment. That's the fun of creating. That's the fun of this challenge, is pushing your creativity.
So the dots represent stars.
And you're also trying to move the paint around, huh?
Yes, because it looked very neat and it looked more creative on my mom's side. So yeah, I started and it turned out very good. That's yours?
No.
Yep.
You do? Okay.
It looks nice.
So I got kind of annoyed that the paint wasn't moving as fast as or as much as I wanted to, so I started spraying it. Isabel, you tried the spray too. How did you like that?
It was so good. I want to put the paint on my hands.
So we get to this part where I'm really happy with the jars, and I still have a couple more prompts to do, but I'm feeling a little awkward about all the negative space around them. So after overly saturating our pages with water in an effort to move our paint, we had to move on to using the heat tool, which my girls were actually really good about using, and I obviously had to keep an eye on them not to get it too close to the paper because the heat tool will burn the paper. I've learned that the hard way. Alright guys, it's time for the next prompt. It's probably one of our favorites. It's
Sparkle! Sparkle!
Sparkle. Okay girls, do you remember how we did sparkle?
Yes, we do. We use the spray, so the spray in it has sparkles, so it can make the paper it makes it beautiful. Right, Isabel? Yes.
So we're using dilution sprays which have mica in them, and you guys have seen me use these before. It's the pink, the purple, and a green that actually does not spray green. It just sprays clear, pretty much.
Yeah, clear pretty much. We don't like it.
But they smell good, and the kids had fun using them. Even I sprayed some around, even though I still haven't figured out what to do with my background. So while the girls were drying and still sparkling, I decided to go for it and do another galaxy, a bigger galaxy in the background, and being careful not to, run over what I had already done. And I started getting really, really worried that it wouldn't match, that it would look weird. I've had issues with Take 5s before where I get to the middle of something and it has that awkward, ugly period before it can get better. And my motto is just keep working through it, just keep adding stuff to it, and eventually it will get better. I don't like to leave a project, I don't want to leave it half done and just start a new one. I really liked what I had done with the jar, so I just keep adding colors. And like I said, I'm not a pro at galaxies. I was just playing around, and I think it turns out pretty good. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it turned out pretty good. Right, Isabel? Yes.
So this video is just under 18 minutes. The magic of editing. But our project actually took almost an hour. Did you guys get bored at all during this process?
Nah, not really. Only me a little. What about you, Isabel?
Were you bored?
Yes, I'm so hot.
You got hot with the heat tool?
Yes. My hands are pretty tired.
Your hands got tired too? Yeah. It just so worked out that every time they were about to give up or want to leave, a new prompt was about to happen. And in this case, our next prompt is
Stickers!
So while the girls are adding their stickers, I'm still working that background, trying to get the middle lighter, trying to get the outside darker, really working the water. The paper does start to kind of buckle under the pressure. I just keep working it. And at this point, I also wanted to add the fun part, which was the gold, which is a little more sparkle, and also some white. Girls, what did you think about this technique?
It was awesome.
You see it? Take your brush, not all the way in, gently, only the tippy top. I've got to say, you guys handled that brush really, really well.
Yes, I guess so.
Is Mommy a good teacher?
Yes, she is.
I think this might be like my favorite part of the video is watching your little hands flick the brush around.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So what we're flicking here is gold and white ink from Winsor & Newton. And I've used this quite a bit in the past in other Take 5 projects because it's actually my favorite medium to create that splatter effect. Okay, I've added some of my stickers and it's my time for splatter. I picked up these really cute like galaxy stickers at either AC Moore or Michael's, I can't remember, one of those craft stores, and just went a little cuckoo adding them all over the place. Alright guys, this is the end of our projects. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Next, we're just going to see the final pictures. Go ahead, Sophia, introduce yours.
So mine is a rainbow galaxy. So fancy. I added 2 little ants. My snowman is the galaxy today. Do you like my snowman art?
Love it. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Don't miss a thing. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Look at this. Bye. All right, done.